Hi, I'm going to show how to set up the Fibonacci Trader and the Interactive Brokers TWS to work together. That will also work with the Galactic Trader or the Fibonacci Galactic Trader. It's all the same setup. Then on the home page of the Fibonacci Trader website, on the left side on the menu, you have a link to the click for the FAQ. And on the FAQ, you can have an option to how to set up interactive brokers to feed the Fibonacci Trader. And if you go on that one, there is a first link on the top here. That's actually the link for the video that you actually are watching right now. That's this link. And the other very important thing here is the link for the API itself, the API 974. The API 974, you can just click and download and install it. You must also have installed before the TWS from the Interactive Brokers website. Install your API and install the Fibonacci Trader. When you have the TWS running, you can then set up it with the parameters that need to work with the Fibonacci Trader. Then on the TWS, after you have all the API installed, you can go back to the TWS software, and under configure you have the API option, and under the API option you have settings for the API. Then in there you must have checked this enable ActiveX and socket client, and you must have checked this option allow connections from local hosts only. This is when the TWS and the Fibonacci Trader are working on the same computer. That's 99.9% of the cases. In very rare cases, the TWS is going to be in a computer and the Fibonacci Trader in a different computer. Then in this case, you need to make a list of the trusted IP address or computers. Then the TWS know which IP address is the Fibonacci Trader program, and you allow the connection. But in our case here, that everything is the same machine, just make sure that allow connections from local hosts only is checked. The third important thing is the socket port number. It have been coming now as a 7497. In the past was 7496, and the default on Fibonacci Trader for most people right now is 7496, because if you have installed already Fibonacci Trader with the TWS or the API and using interactive brokers, that's already saved in Fibonacci Trader 7496. Then you can do two things: or you change here for 7496 and use on the TWS 7496 and keep this Fibonacci Trader 7496, or you change the Fibonacci Trader to 7497 and keep on the TWS the 7497. In my case here, I'm going to change to 7496 on here. It's going to be easier because everything will be set already on the Fibonacci Trader. And after that, just click OK. And now the TWS knows and waiting for a connection from that port number. Then if you go back to the Fibonacci Trader, and Utilities, Data Source, select Active Data Vendor, and select Interactive Brokers, you can go back to the client window to Utilities, Data Source, Show Data Feed, or a much easier way to open the data feed that you want to see it is just go on the bottom left of the program itself. This box here, you just click on it and the feed will show. And you can see that's already the 7496 there was set up like that before, and it's connected. Then as it's connected, we can begin to create symbols right now. And I'm going to create a symbol for IBM, New York Stock Exchange, IBM, and the symbol is IBM caret STK caret smart. Now I'm going to say, wow, where I get all this information. I will show how you can get all the symbol format and where to get information of every parameter of the symbol. Then I'm gonna create here the symbol, and I'm gonna create a chart for the IBM daily, weekly, monthly. Then the chart will come, here it is, oops. The chart for IBM is right there, and now I'm gonna show you how to find the information for the parameters of the symbol. When you come to create a new symbol, there is this box, this button here is symbol help, and then in there is information of the actual format that we need for the symbol. We need to have a symbol, that's in case IBM or ES for the S&P or NQ, and the type, in this case STK for the stock, FUT for future, and exchange code, in this case is SMART for IBM, futures the Globex will be Globex, expiration will be for futures, look like the year and the month will be 2017-03, 2019-03, that's the next one. I strike for stocks, for options, strike price, put or call, P or C. Currency, so for international markets you need to put here UR or USD or depends. Local exchange symbol and multiplier. Many contracts now have more than one type of contract depending on the multiplier, and IB needs to know which one is. If the is a 5-point multiplier, is a 50-point multiplier, you need to have this information there. Then on a symbol, you need to have just the information that you need with the carets. If no information is in there, the carets must be. Then let's say you need a symbol that in the end you need just the symbol, the type, and the exchange code, and the multiplier, and nothing else. Then you're gonna you type the symbol, a caret, the type, a caret, exchange code, and you're gonna type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carets, and the multiplier, because the program will know that's the multiplier field. Then that's the way it works. As you have, if you have gaps, you just keep the carets for the gap. If there's no information needed for that spot, then that's how it works. Now, where you get all this information to put in here is on the TWS itself. If you go on the TWS, and let's say on IBM, right click it and click financial instrument info, and description, and you see there the underline is the symbol IBM, the type STK, the currency SUD you don't need in this case because it knows that you are in the US and the exchange in the US, then it's going to be USDK. The exchange is SMART, the primary exchange is NYSE. Some symbols now require that you type the exchange and the primary exchange. I will go back there and show where it is, and this information is here for the ES. I have the March here for 2019, same thing, instrument info, description is there, is the ES, is not ES SDK, it's just ES, FUT for the type, is the March 19, and the exchange, in this case is 1, but I can see Globex somewhere. Hold on. Well, I'll just go and do ES. Mini S&P. Oh, that was the something else. Yes, Globex futures. Here you go. That's the Globex one. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, that's the September 19. I don't want the September 19. I want the March. Futures. I want the March. Here's the March. Then again, financial instruments info, description. And then you have there, yes, March, Globex. March 19, Globex. That's the symbol exchange. See, there's the field. Remember the exchange symbol? That's the symbol. You don't need there. Most of the cases you don't need it. You see multiplier is 50. Some contracts you need to describe that as a multiplier. In this case, you don't need it. Then I'm going to create a e-mini there, and you'll see you'll just type ES FUT Globex and the expiration 2019-03. And I'm going back to the Fibonacci Trader. New symbol. And oops. And I'm gonna go to ES FUT Globex 2019-03. The rest of the information to the right is not needed, and you don't need to put the carets to the right of it. Just there is information anywhere after any caret, you need to have the carets. And if the third field needs information, you need to put the carets for the second, the first and the second. But in this case, it ends right there. Then that's 25 cents, decimal 2. Okay, oh, that's mercantile exchange. Just go yes. Let me see the 3 times. I'm gonna go. The full section. That's the way I set up the full section. Okay, okay, and I'm gonna create I'll create a 10-minute chart. 15. Here it is. Oops. Creating a 15-minute chart at the S&P Mini March 2019. Now remember, talk about the exchange and the primary exchange. Then if you go back on that symbol information page, you see that the exchange here, see, note exchange format for version 4.10 to R21 later is like this: exchange, then the tilde character is like the small snake. Normally it's on the to the left of number 1 on the keyboard is the shift tilde, and then you go exchange, primary exchange. Then on Nasdaq ones will be like a smart tilde Nasdaq or any primary exchange. Some symbols will require to type like that. Then or you type just the exchange, or you need to type both, and that will fill the information needed. Well, I hope that that helped, and thank you for watching.